Funderburg. I'm one of the Master Gardener volunteers here in the Glen Carlin Library Community Garden. We're a teaching garden for the Master Gardeners of Northern Virginia and Virginia Cooperative Extension, and we're standing here right now in the shady part of the garden where plants are grown that can take the shade. Also standing beside my friend, the Happy Rainbow Gardener. She was a gift from a person who loves the garden and wanted the smiles to be shown to everybody who walks through. Today we're going to demonstrate how to cut back the leaves of the hellebores, which are at my feet, and you cut back the leaves so that the new growth can show off, and I'll give you a demonstration. Here we are in front of one of the hellebores. This is a plant that is a perennial, comes back every year. It's evergreen. These are the old leaves from last year. You can see how rotty they are. They've been hanging out with all the snow and the cold we've had. And so cutting them back is not going to help or hurt, but it makes it look a whole lot nicer. You can see how this is already blooming. Beautiful flowers. This is the Hellebores orientalis, sometimes called Lenten rose. There's also Hellebores niger, which is a white one, and sometimes called Christmas rose, but really they're very, very similar. What we're trying to do is cut away these parts of the leaf structure that are no longer needed and that are standing up and taking away from the beauty of the flowers themselves. So I'm down here close to the ground and cutting away. Most of the old ones are going to be right down at the ground level, so you don't have to work too hard, but you do have to be careful. If you see ones like, that one, this one here is right in the middle. So be sure when you go down that you're getting the stalk that doesn't have a flower on it. So I'm going right in there. It doesn't matter how far down, but I like to cut it pretty far down. Taking out the old leaves, just going around the whole plant and cutting them back, and soon you'll be able to really see, well, we have a root in here too, the plant looking like it's in its spring dress. Here we are in another part of the garden. This is the Asian garden, where we have plants that come from other countries, especially the Asian countries. So barren wort is the name of this plant, which is looking rather dead right now because it's all the old leaves. And it's a version of the Epimedium, which is sulfurum, which means it has beautiful yellow flowers. Right now, you're not seeing anything but dead leaves, so we're going to cut them away. You do this in February or early March so that the new growth can come up. And if you wait too long, then you'll be cutting back some of the new growth. So I'm really deep in there trying to get down to the bottom because no new growth is showing here. I'm getting some bark, but there we go. A little bit hard to see what you're going. I usually start from the back and go from the front and go backwards so that I can see what I've done. So we're clearing out. You see I'm just leaving the barest of stubs, and the new growth will come from the base part here and will come up, and you will not see any leaves at first. You will see just the beautiful yellow flowers. They really are. They're just exquisite. It's breathtaking. So I tell you to grow some Epimedium. It loves to have dry. It can take a lot of drought and shade. So it's an unusual one that way. It's a wonderful fill-in if you're not trying to do all natives. We love it here because of its pretty flowers.